Many people have asked me, why is Palante needed in the first place? And we need Palante. This community needs Palante. Every community needs a Palante, especially here in the city of New York. Palante is needed because Palante is needed to make noise. Palante is needed to help tenants go to court. Palante is needed in order to stop the harassment of tenants, which is in many cases is done by some very bad landlords. So Palante is needed. We probably need about, I don't know, 25, 30, 40, 50 more Palantes. But, you know, quite frankly, we only have one Palante and they belong to us. And we want to make sure that this Palante that we do have stays in business, not only survives, but thrives.
Palante is needed in New York City, and in particular in northern Manhattan, where they're located, in large part due to the amount of development and the potential for displacement in that part of the city. There's a lot going on, both in terms of new development and preservation of affordable housing, and Palante is a stabilizing influence where they can really help tenants who are living up there realize their rights and understand what they can and need to do to protect themselves. And Palante has been a big part of that.
A lot of us in Harlem or in other boroughs, we're new to this housing and owning and managing housing thing. And we're just eaten up by attorneys, by contractors, and HPD and other agencies like that. They are not as helpful as they say that they are going to be. But this is an organization that cuts right through all of the red tape, helps us to understand what the housing stock is, how we can get good contractors, how we can get good attorneys. So this is needed because it takes the frustration out of the bureaucracy for us.
And Palante came into my life at a point where I was almost going to have this mental breakdown because of my concern of becoming homeless again. I'm on Social Security. I can't afford to pay rent anywhere else. I've been where I am for 45 years. Where would I go? What would I do? What would become of the rest of my life?
The kind of work that I have seen done here is really helping the community. I see that there is good management, there is passion, and there is action, and there is commitment to help the community. And I think it is genuine.
An organization of Palante does the work and respects people and gets things done. There's no other organization that pulls in the strategic approach of having city agencies come in and look at a building and work to support the quality of the building, hopefully with the support of the landlord. If not, then providing encouragement that he will turn around and provide the housing that he should.
Palante is needed because, as I said, there is a lot of people like me who don't know their rights, who don't know what to do in a situation like this when you have an abusive landlord and you don't know who to go to. There is no place that you can get an advice from. And ever since I knew about Palante Harlem, everything is clear. I'm not afraid anymore. I'm not scared of anything anymore. I know I got their support. I know that they got my back. And I'm very happy.
No nos están ayudando en eso. Aparte de eso hay muchas injusticias. Aparte de eso uno nunca sabe, no sabe los derechos que tiene uno. Y realmente Palante es una organización que nos está ayudando a abrir los ojos y ver los derechos que nosotros podemos tener.
There are people that they're just defenseless. We were not prepared for this level of big-time real estate corruption. Will do anything they can, you know, to take stuff away.
A lot of times there are landlords out there that pretty much Palante puts the fear of God in, and that's important because, I mean, anyone can be into real estate and be an investor. It takes a really sound person with good judgment for that person to actually do the right things.
That's good for me, for my family, and now I got my apartment, fix everything, got everything new. I pay less rent. I recommend this one.
I do know Palante Harlem do help a lot of tenants with a lot of situations there is. They've been a rescue for a lot of buildings in a lot of ways.
A place like Palante is very necessary. If you need advocacy, especially for tenants' rights, this is definitely the place that you need to come to.
An organization like Palante is needed in our community. Landlords have lawyers, the people have Palante.